You know, I was under the impression too that Iman had failed a gender test, but I'm being told that that is not true. That Iman Khelif was born a woman and just has taken a test that has high levels of testosterone,
Right,
which I don't remember in the amateurs ever was any of us ever tested for our levels of testosterone. So
right,
this is all new, and I believe that women should fight against women, men should fight against men, and transgenders, if they're in boxing, should fight against transgenders. So to me, this whole something that's naturally in you, your testosterone, I don't know how, I mean, if Iman Khalif was born a man and now a woman, I totally disagree that they should be fighting.
right.
But if Iman Khalif was born a woman and is a woman and has
Yeah,
competed as a woman for multiple years, when did this testosterone testing start? Because
right.
I didn't experience that. So I don't want to put the wrong narrative out there. You
Yep,
know, I hate that um how it's going. Nobody has the real facts. But when I just read
right.
up on it, Iman Khalif and the other woman were born women and they naturally have high testosterone. But how are we judging the testosterone? Because are all the women being tested for testosterone?
Right. Clarissa, what would you do? I mean, if you were in this position, and it's perfectly possible that this could have happened to you if this had been a couple of years later, obviously, how would you have reacted? I mean, what do you do if you feel like this is not actually being played, contested on a level playing field?
Well, honestly, my understanding, I would get in there and go for it because it's my dreams. You know, if I'm not fighting against a man, you know, I would do it. But also, too, I grew up fighting against the guys and sparring against
Right.
the guys and stuff. So to me, it's a little bit different. But I stand with women should fight against women, men should fight against men. So I think that with this situation, it really needs to be evaluated the right way. And I don't want to put any put out more false
Right.
information because if you're born a woman, like me, I was born a woman.
Right.
But we all know that my skills and my and my strength, everything I worked on naturally, you know. So I don't
Yeah.
even know. I've never had my level of testosterone tested.
Right.
So I just feel like we have to be fair to the women boxers who are being called men
Yeah.
because they're not men. And we also need to do a testosterone test of all the women and not
Right.
just exclude two women because they have an appearance of men.
Right.
Because they do look kind of like they're men a little bit and they got strong faces and everything. But there are women that got strong faces too. So
Yep.
I just, for me, like I stand with what I said: men fight against men,
Yeah.
women fight against women, transgenders fight against transgenders. You know, if that's the case, but I'm really confused on this situation because we have two women that were born as women.
Yeah. Does it, Claire, and tell me if you agree with this, Clarissa, it seems like, or let me ask you this: do the Olympics need to be more transparent? Because, right, like you said, 2023 championships, Imane is about to fight for a gold, and they say, yeah, she's got these elevated levels of testosterone, and because of that, they disqualify her. The Olympics says, hey, no problem, she's good to compete. Do the Olympics need to be more transparent? Do they need to be more open? Because there do seem to be so many questions about the status of these two competitors. Because we don't even
Somebody
know
needs to
what
do
they
that.
are. We know nothing, and
All I know is that I have read up and I've been hearing that these are two women who were born as women
yeah,
and they're not transgenders.
right,
They're not like
yeah,
women men that and men now they're women. They were
right,
born women.
right,
I have never heard of this testosterone testing. I've never heard that, oh, yeah, you're a woman, but if your testosterone level is over a certain amount, now you're a man. I've
right,
never heard that.
right.
And it is such a weird situation because
Yeah.
if they fought 2021, 22, 23, I mean all the way up to the gold medal at the world championships, what was the factor? Like, what made them say, "Oh, these two women have too much testosterone
Right.
compared to the other women?" Because you can't look at a woman and say, "Oh, she doesn't have high level of testosterone."
Right.
Because it comes in all different forms. It can be in your muscles, it can be in your face, it can be just inside of you. And you look
Yeah.
like a petite, beautiful woman, but you have a high level of testosterone. So I'm just so confused because I've never
Me
heard
too.
this, and I even feel bad now because I just did an interview on Fox News earlier where I literally called these two women transgenders, which
Yeah.
that's what I was told.
Right.
So I wish I would did my research before, because now I couldn't imagine being at the Olympics and I'm winning these fights and then I see all these articles and I'm trending because two-time Olympic champ just called me a transgender. So I just feel really bad about that. And I wanted to clear it up on my end that
Yeah.
I have found out that these two women were born women. And I don't know what this testosterone stuff is about. Somebody was tweeting me and saying, "Oh, it makes them be faster, stronger." Like, if they're born with that naturally,
Right.
it has nothing to do with anything.
Right. Right.
They are women.
Right. There are also reports, and I'm so far from a scientist, but that or a doctor that they've got XY chromosomes, which typically indicate being male, as opposed to two X. I don't know, Claressa. Bottom line, though, is you believe, and this has really nothing to do with these two people who are in the Olympics. Men fight men, women fight women, and if there are transgender athletes, they
They
should
fight
fight
against
other
each other.
transgender athletes. Bottom line.
That is my
We'll see what
stance on
happens.
it.